Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am the OG Geo, Greg Osmond. Thank you for joining me today. This is episode 82, World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. If you missed the last episode, go ahead and click that eye in the top right of the screen. Go check it out. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel so you can follow along with the rest of this series. As always, check out that video description for our Linktree link to all of our great channel supporters and sponsors. Make sure you go support those who support us. Video description also has information on channel memberships, exclusive videos, extended link videos, merchandise discounts, and more. Information is down, like I said, in the description below or in the join button below the video. We've got 9 races left here at the regional level in the Midget. We unfortunately dropped a spot in the last video, down to 4th now. Sean Robbins jumped Cale Drake and myself. We are sitting at 3,000 points even right now. 140 out of first. Jake Newman holds that down. Goodness gracious. So first things first, we're going to get the other 2 upgrades here for our chassis level 5. Went and did some higher driver races. We're able to get our funds up from that, so we are good there. All that is left is engine level 5, which we're going to need a decent chunk of change for. So we got a showcase race up first, though. Cedar Lake. Have we raced at Cedar Lake yet? I don't think we have. So Cedar Lake up in New Richmond, Wisconsin. $60,000 to win. Car doesn't need any repairs. We're ready to go. Let's get it on and head to Cedar Lake. All right, we're here after qualifications at Cedar Lake Speedway, where we qualified P1, top of the board. P1 qualifying effort here at... What is going on? I'm looking at my driver guy's race suit, and it just looks weird. Like the Speedfire sticker looks weird on his chest, but sorry. Qualified first. We'll start heat race number 1 in the first position. We're going to make one small adjustment here, go to a 570 on the rear end ratio, and call it good there. Heat race number 1. Oh, wow, look at that. I just realized that my controller was plugged into something, I don't know what, because the cord was just randomly. Like I just had a cord dangling off the end of it. But heat race number 1's up. Here we go. All right, top 3 to the A main. Top 3 to the A main. Got a hefty car count here at Cedar Lake. $60,000 to win. I'm not surprised. Here we go. Green flag is out. We are underway. Wow. Said the exact same thing the announcer did. Okay, Peter Smith going to send it in there real hard on turn number 1. Thomas Meserol is going to get by as well. Smith to the lead. We'll get back by Meserol. Back into position number 2. Little contact with Meserol entering turn 1. We'll keep her going in the right direction. Meserol still up there on the top side, but we're going to clear him. Now setting our sights on Peter Smith. Not too thrilled about that move he pulled there on lap number 1. 10-lap heat race here. He's about 0.8 of a second now, full 1 second ahead of us. Looking in the mirror up there, Meserol is up on the top behind us, trying to make something happen. Jade Avedisian is in 3rd. She's got that last transfer spot as of right now. Trying to close in on Peter Smith, who is your race leader at the moment. 6 laps to go here. 4 are complete. We'll be halfway next time by. Working through laps, or turns 3 and 4 as we cross the line. 5 to go. Halfway home in this one. We had a little bit of a high entry there into turn number 1. Don't want to do that too much. Don't want to give it Jade Avedisian any type of opportunity to get to the inside. Oh, got to watch out for those infield tires. Oh, I think we're going to have a shot here by the end of this one to get our race lead back through 3 and 4. We're going to pull side by side with Smith. 3 to go. We're a little high, and we screwed the pooch on that one. Jade gets to our inside. We'll get back by her. Oh, man, I'm stumbling through my words now. 2 to go. 2 to go as we approach the back of the field. Jade is right on us. Smith is into the back of the field. Going to put that car a lap down. Not sure who it was. If Jade wouldn't have made that move, I think we would have been able to try a slider on Smith. But, no, he's going to go low. We're not going to have the opportunity to do so. Off of 4. It's close, but no cigar. P2. Position number 2 is where we are going to finish. We'll start 7th in the qualified dash. Peter Smith gets the undeserving race win here in heat race action. Jade Evadisian is going to come home in that 3rd and final A-main transfer spot. Everybody else going to have to run the soup. A slightly eventful qualified dash leads us to starting in the 6th position in the A-main. Got a doozy on our hands. It's $60,000 to win. Let's not waste any more time. Head to the track and get this thing underway. New Richmond, Wisconsin, Cedar Lake Speedway is the site of regional midget showcase action. Jake Newman starting first. He won the qualified dash, starting in 12th, finishing 12th in the qualified dash. Ashton Torgerson, and after a 3rd place run in heat number 4, Cale Drake's going to start 16th. We finished 6th in the qualified dash, so we will roll from the 6th position here in the A main. Here we go. Green flag is out. We are underway here in showcase action. Going to drop to the bottom. 40 laps is the distance. Going to try to look to the inside of Zach Daum, fellow Illinoisan Zach Daum. Not going to make anything happen. We'll come around, complete lap number 1. Catfishing on the bottom, still in position number 6. 39 laps to go. Like I said, 40 laps is the distance. We'll stick it on the bottom once again, trying to take the short way around the track to get to the inside of Zach Daum. It's a drag race. I've said that way too many times in this episode, but it is what it is, right? So track seems to have dried out considerably. Lap times are a little slower. I think they are, at least. Let's check it out. 12.2. Yeah, we're about half a second slower than practice and qualifying. So track has slowed down quite a bit from the beginning of the night. Inside is Zach Daum now trying to sneak into the top 5. Daum's still there. Will stay in 6th. As of right now, Jake Newman is still your race leader, which is not good for us, but Sean Robbins and Cale Drake, we are in front of both of them, so that's good for us for the points on those 2 cars. We'll get that piece of mud off the screen, get the tear off. Couldn't see where Dom's car was. I could try going to the top, but I don't want to out-gear myself. I'm not sure my gearing is set to run the top side. But we can give it a shot as long as that gap back to Hayden Ridebold in 7th doesn't start diminishing. I'm okay going wherever I need to. So looks like this top to bottom line is, see, there we go. Hitting the rev limiter just a little bit at the end of the straightaway. Man, we are inching closer and closer to Zach Daum. Just not as fast as I would like, not as quick as I would like, at least. We'll stick it back on the bottom here, see if we can slide up in front of Daum. Yes, sir, there it is. P5 is ours. Well, at least for now it is. All right, we're now up to position number 5. We've been green so far in the first 11 laps of this race. No cautions have slowed this action so far. Cannon McIntosh running in 4th. Chase McDermott is 3rd. I have no idea who's 2nd. But I do know that, Ryan Timms is in 2nd, and Jake Newman is your race leader. Newman still your race leader with 28 laps to go. 12 are complete as we're now into the back of the field, putting cars a lap down. We have been clean and green so far in this one. 13 laps now completed, 27 to go. Looks like Taylor Reimer was the first car to go a lap down in this one. Closing in, and we are on Cannon McIntosh. Reimer's still out there to the outside. Can't slide up the way we want to. We'll have to do it this time. We'll slide up in front of Reimer and put her a lap down to us. And she's already a lap down to the leader. Like I said, clean and green so far in this one. Not been slowed at all. Jaden Clay now next on our list to get past. That was a dumb way of saying it. Ooh, was that Austin Torgerson right there? Yes, it is. That's Austin Torgerson, not Ashton. Austin's the one we've been racing with all year. Ashton is the brother in the yellow car. 23 laps to go now, nearing the halfway point here in this one. Running in the top 5, P5 right now. Started in 6th, running in 5th. TJ Smith next on the list to get past at the back of the field. Oh, car upside down out of turn number 2. Caution is out. Not entirely sure who that was, but caution does come out. I don't believe it was anybody in front of us. It could have been Cannon McIntosh, but I'm not entirely sure. Restart here. We go from P5. Green flag back out. All right, let's see how we do here. McIntosh in 4th, and we slide up heavily there through 1 and 2. Off the bottom of the track, Dom gets by. We'll get back by Dom there through 3 and 4. Back to P5 we go. We're going to get a little wibbly wobbly bibbly bobbly. Oh boy, this is story of my life here. All right, Trevor Klein, Carter Sarf now throwing their hats in the mix with us as we've got 18 to go. Made a little bit of contact with Torgerson once again. Ashton Torgerson this time. We drop back to 9th, running in 8th now. -2 on our starting spot. Trevor Klein running in 7th right in front of us. Ashton Torgerson in front of him. We got to get back to the top 5. Hayden Reinbold did get to 5th in all of that. Ooh, almost made a little bit of contact there with Klein. We'll get to the inside of Klein and grab 7th back and get a good run at the same time to get by Torgerson. Oh, and as we do so, caution comes out on the speedway. Interesting now, Jake Newman back to 3rd. Ryan Timms, your race leader. Chase McDermott 2nd. Newman 3rd. Cannon McIntosh, Hayden Reinbold 4th and 5th. Restart coming. Here we go. Green flag back out. We're going to dip to the inside on Hayden Reinbold. Try to hold it down. Oh, watch the tires. And that was a me. That was a driver error. More than anything right there. Car shouldn't be too damaged, if at all, and it's not. So, all right, tap the brakes just a little bit. Now we're back to P10. Gavin Miller in front of us. Oh, boy. That Jade Avedisian now saying, hey, man, that's my spot. Trevor Klein now trying to get to the inside down the front straightaway. Not able to do so. And as we get by Gavin Miller, Trevor Klein's going to be like, sorry, bro, I'm taking that spot right with me. All right, so running now in the 10th spot, Trevor Klein, Jade Avedisian, the 2 cars in front of us. And as I say that, Ashton Torgerson's going to pass us and put us back to 11th. This is not going the way I thought it would at all. Gavin Miller now trying to poke a nose in. Oh, big flipper dipper doodah down the back straightaway. And that is Cannon McIntosh going upside down. We'll restart once again. This time from the 11th position. I keep forgetting to turn the controller off, but whatever. All right, here we go. Green flag back out. We've got 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go in this one. Let's see if we can rectify our mistakes from earlier. We're going to get by Avedisian as she's getting slowed by the caution car of Cannon McIntosh. Up to 9th now we are. Trying to get by Ashton Torgerson once again. Putting us into the 8th spot. Torgerson stays wound up on the top side. But we're going to express our displeasure with him, and caution's going to be out again. Oh, boy. We're starting to devolve here. We got to get our head back in this. So, all right, restarting again, this time from P9. Here we go. Green flag back out. Jake Newman is back to the race lead. 5 laps to go now. Jade Avedisian gets by us for 9th. She'll grab that spot, drop us back to P10. See what we can do here in the final stages of this one. Man, there's a whole gaggle of vehiculars right in front of us. Man, what do I do? I could try to go to the top, but that opens up the bottom for somebody to get by. We'll get by Miller. Oh, Gavin Miller Productions. So dumb. 2 to go now. I could really use another caution. Oh, is that going to be it? Reinbold gets into it with Avedisian. Reinbold gets woed and slowed. Oh, we're going to get a little bit of contact with Trevor Klein now. I'm going to try to use the bang in the track, get by Trevor. There we go. P8 now. Can we get any more spots on the last lap here? No, it's an 8th place finish. Not the finish that we wanted here at Cedar Lake, but it is the finish we're going to get nonetheless. Jake Newman gets the race win. Chase McDermott comes home 2nd. Ryan Timms finishes 3rd. Zach Dahm 4th. And Sean Robbins, dang it, finishes 5th. So Jake Newman gets the win. Sean Robbins finishes in front of us as well. But we do beat Cale Drake, so we should jump up to 3rd in the point standings. And we do. We gained 170 points that race. It's 170, 270 plus 30. So we're 170 points behind right now. So we need top 5s, minimum top 5s. So should get a good chunk of change though, since this was $60,000 to win. That's a giant payout for a midget race. $49,817. Got all of our skill points too. So we'll get those tallied up and head back to the shop. All right, back at the race shop. Didn't get our top 5 for our sponsor goal. That is what we need. We need top 5s. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Top 5s are non-negotiable at this point. We have to have top 5s. So showcase is complete. Oh, then it means a new sponsor as well, by the way. So Lincoln Speedway is up next. We're going to sign MSD because I'm looking at my little spreadsheet here. We've got Lincoln, Eldora, Weed Sport, Fairbury, Prairie Creek, Kokomo, Knoxville, I-55. We have 8 races remaining. And while I understand the payout per race is less than Bob's Towing, that initial payout, that signing bonus, compensates more than enough for the difference in the payout per race. So we're going to sign MSD. Lincoln Speedway is up next in Abbottstown, Pennsylvania. That's going to be for channel members. So if you want to see that race, channel memberships is the best way to do so. After that, we're going to head to Eldora. That's also going to be a channel member exclusive, but then we will catch everybody else back when we head to Weed Sport. We'll get the car re-stickered, re-wrapped and all that, and head to Lincoln Speedway right after this. A frustrating end to the race here at Eldora as we led 75% of that race. And in a race where both Sean Robbins and Jake Newman, 1st and 2nd in the point standings, have issues, Sean Robbins finishes last, Newman finishes 10th. We're not able to pull out a win because of my stupid driving. So if we lose the championship, it's going to be because of this race right here and that race alone. So Weed Sport is up next. Now, for those of you rejoining us here, we were able to get engine level 5. So car is fully upgraded, 100%, 200 out of 200, 100% overall durability. So there's nothing more we can do there. The car is at peak performance. So Weed Sport is up next. We are currently 2nd in the point standings. We've just got to beat Jake Newman, man. Like, that's really what it comes down to. Jake Newman, at all costs, has to be defeated. So Weed Sport, 40 laps. Let's go. In a stunning turn of events, we run a slider setup and qualify P1, top of the board. So we'll roll from the pole here in heat race number 1. Got our sponsor bonuses in both practice and qualifying. And surprisingly, we ran a faster lap in qualifying than we did in practice. That's not usually how it works, but I'm certainly not going to complain. So heat race coming up here, starting from the pole. Here we go. All right, top 5 to the A-main, top 2 to the qualified dash. We are starting from position numero uno here in this one. Getting ready to go green. Here we go. Green flag is out. Cale Drake starts to our outside. We're going to get a good jump and get a gap already on the field. Almost half a second already in this one. We're not even to turn 3. Through 3 and 4, we're going to have a good lap number 1. Cale Drake starts to settle in, closing back in on us as he runs into 2nd position. Jaden Clay is 3rd. Austin Torgerson, Corbin Ruschenberg, 4th and 5th, respectively. Lap number 2 completed this time by. I look in the mirror and notice those cars running that top side through 3 and 4. That's not where I want to be. I'm perfectly fine where I am. If I need to go there, I'll go there if I need to. It's a redundant statement, but I mean it. 7 laps to go here in this one. 3 laps completed. So we're now almost a full second ahead of 2nd place, Cale Drake. Hoping for more bad luck for Newman and Robbins at Weed Sport, just like we had at Eldora. Robbins had some bad luck early in the race. We were able to get by Jake Newman for the race lead, led a good portion of that race before Newman got sent into the backstretch catch fence. I thought it was all rainbows and butterflies after that, but nope. Restart after restart, caution bred caution, and we finished 4th. So not happy with that one, so we need some redemption here, and we're starting off on a good note. Almost a second and a half ahead of Cale Drake right now with the race lead. Drake is still in second, Clay third, Torgerson, Ruschenberg still 4th and 5th, as we've got 2 laps to go this time by. This place is a dust bowl with these cars. I'm not entirely sure why. Some tracks get really dusty depending on the type of car you race there, so it's kind of cool that it does that. Like, if I race another type of car here, this track doesn't react this way, so I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's weird, but it's cool in a weird way. All right, off of 4, that's going to be a heat race win by a second and a half, more than a second and a half, here at Weed Sport. You see how clear it is at the start of the race. Oh, man. We're going to get the race win. We'll start pole position of the qualified dash. Cale Drake finishes second. He'll go through to the qualified dash as well. Jaden Clay, Austin Torgerson, Corbin Ruschenberg round out those top 5, and we'll also transfer through to the A main. All right, here we are. A main time at Weed Sport Speedway in the regional midget. Finished 3rd in the qualified dash. Jake Newman made one ballsy move to get that spot. Certainly not going to complain about it. It is what it is. We're starting 3rd. We need to beat Jake Newman. See what we can do. A main up next. Hayman time, regional midget from Weed Sport Speedway. Elijah Giles starting second. He finished second in the qualified dash, and starting from the first position, winning the qualified dash, Jake Newman. Finishing 4th in the qualified dash, Peter Smith is going to start 4th, and we finished 3rd in the qualified dash. So we will start from the 3rd position. Here we go. 40 laps is the distance. 4-0. Green flag is out. We are underway. Oh, look at that jump we get on the start. Going to get to the inside of Newman, inside of Guile. We'll dispatch of Newman. I think we made a little bit of contact with him. Oh, boy. Almost got into the inside wall there. But we're going to hold on to 2nd position here as we complete lap number 1. I think we did make contact with Jake Newman there, and I'm not sure how much it affected him, but I don't see him in the top 5 right now. So what we need to do is try to get by Elijah Guile and put as much distance between ourselves and the field as humanly possible. So let's do that right now. Let's try to get by him right here. We're going to go into turn number 1. Oh, a little bit of contact with the Guile. Oh, sorry about that, buddy. Didn't mean to do that. Thought you were going to stay a little higher than that. But we'll get to the race lead. Not cleanly, but we are the leader nonetheless. So got to watch out for that inside guardrail or jersey barrier or whatever you want to call it. All right, we are out in the race lead now as we're going to complete lap number 5. I still do not see Jake Newman in the top 5. 5 laps complete. Almost a full second now. The distance back to 2nd place, Elijah Guile. Cale Drake runs 2nd. Peter Smith 4th. Sean Robbins is in 5th. I'm going to try to experiment with some different racing lines as we are out front in this one. The goal here, obviously, distance. We have to distance ourselves from those behind us. And I know, and we are starting to approach the back of the field. So we got to keep an eye out on where those cars are going and how we need to navigate around them to best benefit our efforts here. 9 laps complete this time by 9 complete. Lisa Dixon goes to the top side. Thank you very much. Jimmy Williams up here running in 24th. Now we got to remember, these cars are all running their race, so we certainly can't expect them to just lay over. Oh, wow. Couple cars get involved and go flipper-dipper-doo-dah. Not good. Jake Newman's in 6th. We are the race leader. Elijah Guile is second. Sean Robbins third. Cale Drake fourth. Peter Smith is fifth. Jake Newman is in sixth right now. Here we go. Restart. Green flag is back out. We get another great start here in this one as we jump out to a gap lead here. Newman did restart on the outside, so that may be a detriment to him, but time will tell. He does not gain any spots on the first lap of the restart. We jump out to almost a full second lead within 2 laps of the restart. 7/10 of a second. 8/10 now. And it's a decent lead for us here, starting to experiment with these different racing lines again. That caution was 3 cars involved in that one. I saw 1 car upside down, but then 2 other ones slow. 1 spun around. Jake Newman now up to 5th. Not good for us. Continue working this one. 25 laps to go. That's a good number. 25 to go. 15 complete in this one. Approaching the halfway point in this one very quickly. Thomas Meserol runs in the last position, 24th at the time. Oh boy, we got to get around these guys quickly. Andrew Felker, Jimmy Williams. Oh my gosh, that's not what I want to do. Okay, no contact. No damage on the car because of that incidental contact with the jersey barrier. We're still good. Okay, Jake Newman's up to 4th now, but still 2.5 seconds behind us. So something drastic is going to happen, or another caution, which I don't want. We need to go clean and green for the rest of this one. It's not going to happen. We're not going to go green the rest of this race. It's just not. It's not going to happen. So Lisa Dixon runs in last place, but she's in front of some of those other cars, so she does have a possibility of gaining a few spots if the slower cars are really, in fact, that slow, which I do believe they are. I think she'll get by them. And this time slide up quite a bit there. Oh, come on. Can't just turn down the track like that. Caution is out. No. Restart here. We are the race leader. Elijah Guile is second. Sean Robbins third. Jake Newman now in 4th. Cale Drake is 5th. As we go green once again here at Weed Sport. And the exact thing I said I didn't want is the exact thing I made happen. Ugh. Jake Newman loses a spot to Cale Drake there on the restart. As Elijah Guile now starting to mount a charge, maybe contend for the race lead here. We're starting to run the big block line. Or continue to run the big block line, I should say, here at Weed Sport. Oh boy. Jake Newman back into the 5th spot as he he's in the 5th spot as he restarted in 4th. We will continue to run, as I say, the big block line. What is the big block line? Well, I will tell you here next time by the flag stand. So, watched a lot of big block modified races from Weed Sport on Flow. It's great to be able to do that since I can't get to Weed Sport, New York, or wherever Weed Sport is in New York. So, what you'll see with them is they will enter the corners very low in turn 1 especially, but then they will... I can't do it this time because of the slow cars. Oh, come on, guys. I'll do it next time by, but we get by Felker and Meserol, and oh boy. So they go low right here, and then they pretty much just drive up the track and then drive off. So they essentially make turn 1 like a tri-oval, almost like a dog leg. And then it's a really small straightaway like right there, and then oh hey, there's turns 1 and 2. So it's kind of like that. Jake Newman's up to 3rd now. Come on. Come on. He can't be that good. I really don't want to have to run this regional series again. But if I have to, I have to. So. Oh, caution's going to come out. Got cars in the wall off turn number 4. Caution is out. Oh, boy. Caution is out on the speedway. We're going to have a restart here. We are the race leader. Elijah Guile 2nd. Jake Newman's up to 3rd now. Cale Drake 4th with Sean Robbins in 5th. Here we go. Restart again. Green flag back out. And just like before, we have another great restart. Get a great jump on the field. Put a little bit of a gap between ourselves in 2nd place. Elijah Guile. Jake Newman now in 3rd. Restarted on the bottom side. So a good thing Elijah Guile was able to get by or get down to the bottom. We darn near threw it away right there. Darn near threw it away. Excuse me. Sean Robbins has gone by Jake Newman for third. Newman is now back to fourth with Cale Drake pressuring and Peter Smith pressuring for that fourth spot. We'll continue on through here. 34 complete, 16 to go. Or six to go. Jesus. 6 laps remain here at Weed Sport Speedway. We are now 5 laps remaining. Fistful of phalanges flying in the air. 5 to go in this one. Now 4 laps to go as we approach the back of the field. Once again, Andrew Felker running in last. Thomas Messerall right in front of him. We're going to have to get on the binders, get wood and slowed to make sure we don't make any sort of incidental contact with either one of them. We'll run through the middle down to the bottom on exit of turn 4. 3 laps remain. 3 laps to go in this one. At Weed Sport, we've got almost a 2-second lead to back to second place Elijah Giles. Sean Robbins is third. Jake Newman fourth as we now have 2 laps to go. Peter Smith rides in that 5th spot right now as we come through 3 and 4. A little high on the entry there. Don't want to throw it away. Oh, we're going to have a restart. Caution is out on the speedway. Green, white, checkered restart coming at you here. It's overtime and A-main action at the Regional Midget Series at Weed Sport Speedway. Guile, Robbins, Newman, Smith behind us in the top 5. A green flag back out. 2 laps to go here at Weed Sport. 2 laps to go here. Come around here now. White flag is in the air. Doctor's jacket is flying. Last lap at Weed Sport. See if we can bring this one home as revenge for Eldora. Elijah Guile going to be able to hold off Jake Newman, but we're going to grab the race win. Finally, another one. Elijah Guile comes home second. Jake Newman, unfortunately, rallies to finish third. Cale Drake in fourth, and Sean Robbins drops back to fifth on that final restart. Finally picked up another race win, defeating Jake Newman in the process. Finally. Still second in the point standings. Ah, boy. 37.50, 38.50. Man, I can't even do math that fast right now. My head is spinning. Okay, so what is it? 38.92 minus 37.50. It's 142 points. So we gained a few points on it there. It was only 10 points in the... Yeah, we gained 10 points. So, oh my gosh, we got 5 races left and we're 142 points behind. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. So, all right, we're going to take home $42,535 though. So that's certainly nothing to be upset about. And more of those skill points we, again, can't do anything with. So now that that's all done, let's get loaded up, head back to the race shop. Back at the race shop after our win at Weed Sport. Oh, boy. Man, that was a tough one. Throw another trophy in the trophy case. Throw another trophy in the trophy case. Oh, boy. But that was a good one. We need Jake Newman to have some really bad luck. Like, really bad luck. Like, Eldora level bad luck. But 5 races do remain, and those are going to be live. Tomorrow night, live. 7 p.m. Central Time. We will round out this season. Fairbury, Prairie Creek, Kokomo, Knoxville, and I-55, the Dusty Dust Bowl, the Dusty Dust Bowl of dustiness that is I-55 Raceway. That is what will end the season here. If we have to run it again, we have to run it again. It'll be showcases only like everything else, but that is going to do it for us here. Episode 82, World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. I am the OGGO, Greg Osmond. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.